I'm about to pull down your pants now. And you trying to pull him back up, and he pulling back down. I said, for real? Like, that's a real thing that every girls, like you say, since the age of like 10, had at least one story where it got.
It goes deeper than that, too. Because when you see these young girls out here, and they all got a whole mentality, and the men be blaming the women for being hoes, you can't blame her.
Right. And then on top
because
of that,
9 times out of 10, the mama boyfriend, a fucked up brother, a cousin, a neighbor, a uncle, some man been molesting her. Some woman been molesting her.
And on top of that, this is where it get. I'm about to go deeper than you now, baby. We about to be deep each other. I'm about to go deeper for you now. On top of that, right? Women don't see a lot of women. I guess I can speak for all y'all. Let me not say that because I'm gonna hope you from a different energy. But a lot of women, majority of women, don't see little girls as little girls. They see little girls as competition. So, with that energy being spread in the air, that now you got this grown-ass woman low-key jealous of you because you fresh pussy in the house and her man looking at you, instead of addressing the man, you want to be jealous and beefing with the girl. So now the girl got kind of a reason to fuck the nigga or have his baby, and now it's looking like, but she only 14, how are you beefing with her? And you 40. And this happens. I don't know how many girls I've seen with a 25-year-old, 30-year-old man, and she 15. He got a whole woman at the house, and now they beefing. And it's like, why are y'all going back and forth with a kid? You supposed to tell this little girl life. You ain't supposed to be beefing with this little girl, but this the energy she was offered. So she's reflecting off of it. Yeah. And this is why I'm saying that's another thing is going deeper. Like you,
and then the woman turn on the girl.
Well, you supposed to be her teacher.
It's all the dude.
Right. And you supposed to be her teacher, but you're not. And now it sounds like the way I'm describing it, it sounds like some shit going on and some soap opera shit. But I'm talking about to make it deeper. The reason I say my shit is deeper is that this shit, I done heard this story more than 100 times, unfortunately. This story goes up. This story goes up. No, listen. Mothers, you took my spotlight. You took my. If we was comedians on stage, you just took my bit, dog. Yes, sisters. And it'd be like, why are you beefing with your mama? Why are you beefing with?
Hold on, 1 second.
Go ahead. That's it.
Okay, so you don't touch your toes. Touch your toes. Yeah, I'm about to do that. Here, come on, you got to do that one more time. Here, bend over, touch your toes. Then I'll rub you back for you. Okay.
Yes.
She's going through some constipation.
Not the baby. Give her some apple juice. Apple juice have her shit and go through all of it. Give her some apple cider.
Yeah, it's like, man.
Apple cider, and it's good.
We had a situation.
Because prune juice nasty, but apple cider good.
And her boyfriend in the house. And I remember her boyfriend's brother moved into our house. And he was like 25. And he liked my sister, who was about 15. And when my sister told my mama he tried to touch her, my mama didn't put my sister out. Well, you fast anyway. And you doing this anyway, and you doing this yet.
And it's crazy because like you looking at it like, why are you beefing?
I don't care at 15 if I was helping every little boy on the block. I said no to this motherfucker, and you need to hear that I said that.
Yeah. And it's crazy when you think about like, why are you?
Can't hear behind it.
When you hear about this, like, and it's crazy when you hear them stories like, why are you beefing with your mama over a nigga? Why are you beefing with your sister over a nigga? Why are you beefing with your auntie over your uncle? Why are you beefing with your mama over your daddy? It's like it's not even always about sex. Sometimes the mama be jealous of the daughter because she got the new affection. It's not even sex involved. It's just her being a jealous individual. And this is the energy. You see what I'm saying? This is the energy the little girl's working off of. So we can't blame her for being.
Because when you see it goes deeper than that too. When you see these women talk about themselves, oh, this my king, this my whatever. Bitch, you doing your son a whole disservice. You can't have a boy sitting right up under you like he a female.
Oh, listen.
When you see these girls.
Hold on.
They argue better than the girl.
Hold on. I got you there, sis. But I just coughed really hard. I want to say this episode was sponsored by Ferrari Land, the best weed supply on the west side. reallah fucks with them. If you know, you know. I'm not about to give them no address and shit. That ain't who I am. But if you know about Ferrari Land, fucks with them. But no, back to what you said. What I was about to say was, and that's what makes it work. That's another complex to the story, is that it's not just the girls going through it; it's the boys too. A lot of people feel like, oh, it's just girls getting raped, it's just girls getting touched. Just watch out for every day since the boy's 11. I'm gonna tell you, for speaking as a little boy, we were offered different things. Okay, we are offered pussy from different ways, and it's about how we handle it. And I can speak. I can speak from experience that I was offered from boys and girls, grown and young, stories from the time I was like 10 of propositions. So yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy out there, but it's about how you handle it. And I know how I handle myself. Yeah. I like a lot of people feel like because I listen to rock music and I grew up around a lot of women, so I probably was a little feminine coming up, that I was just a super gay guy getting butt fucked. And you would be surprised, but I don't tell people business. But I tell people, y'all would be surprised how many hood niggas that y'all fuck with that came on to me over the years. But I don't say shit about it because I respect it. But I have to tell them I don't fuck around like that. But that's a reality. You'd be surprised how many niggas' mama came up to me because they on dope now. And, hey, you grown now, what's going on? Hey, I used to play Nintendo with your son, man. I'm not about to fuck you. I'm 14. I'm 15.
It's some type of
so it's out here. So it's not just the girls going through it. I'm 14, man. And that's part of the reason why I be respectful to women. And they hate that, is that I start that off because if you're trying to flirt with me and you be on, so don't call me Miss Clark, call me Donna.
Call me Brenda.
I say, okay, Miss Brenda. Okay, Miss Brenda. To let you know it's still platonic because you're not about to be trying to fuck me. And I was just playing Super Nintendo with your son last week, and now you trying to fuck me low key. You trying to smoke a blunt with me and suck my dick or something real quick on the low. So that's what I'm saying. So it's not just the girls going through it. Us boys got it too, and it's about how you deal with it. Some of these little niggas. I had a friend. He was notorious for knocking off mamas. So if you came to him with that, I'm about to suck your dick, he was getting his dick sucked. And if we had Facebook back then, he probably been on viral by now. The shit he was doing. So
I promise you, this is the whole truth. What I'm gonna tell you.
I always used to turn shit around. He's like, "Oh, you think you funny? You think you better?" I'd be like, "No, I don't want to fuck Miss Johnson. I don't want to fuck Miss Linda.
Son.
That's Miss Gwen. That's Tyreek mama. that's Miss Leslie.
I had this lady
that's Sean
I
mama.
used to know, and we wasn't like a friend, but we was associates. And we used to hang out every now and then and this and that. And this was years ago, about 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
And my son told me that she had came on to him.
See?
When he was around 17.
Oh, especially when we around that age, because we kind of grown, but we still look young.
I'm like,
we getting our body up. Yeah, that's the age we get the most.
This is right when she stopped talking to me.
Listen, right.
I could never understand what had happened.
Do the math now. Do the math now. Like, if you got any friends that don't fuck...
She probably thought my son had told me.
And them as a woman, her as a woman. Just think back to any woman you had that just disappeared out of nowhere. It's usually connected to that shit.
Yes, I can understand he was just about to be 18,
listen,
and this bitch came on to my son.
Listen. Then on top of that, this goes back to we said it before, that's the rivalry of that feminine energy. And she probably is in a household full of women that she felt like if you ever found this out, you know what I'm saying? She would basically, I feel like...
She had a whole husband and everything.
But this is who
like
listen. This is she's reflecting her energy, and it fucked with her that your son didn't reflect back, and she did it, and she felt some type of way, and she felt
because I'm a grown ass woman with friends with sons.
I'm not gonna say no. Listen, I'm not gonna say no names, but I got a really close friend who fucked his mama's best friend, so-called his godmama, on some drunk shit. And was laughing about it. And I was looking like just kind of blown. My mind was blown. Like, oh my God, she done got naked for you. And the bitch that got married, he was at the wedding. I'm like, oh my God, like, so yeah. It's these hoes ain't loyal. But yeah, it happens. But yeah, so it's not just the girls. It's the boy. We get the stories too. It's about how you deal with it. If I come out with the stories from my mama's friends or teachers or old neighbors that when I finally got around, like you say, between 17 and 19 is when we are hottest because we still young and stupid, but we grown. We can do grown up things. We can make babies. We got dicks. But at the same time, we still think like we 12. We still play video games. We still, don't work consistently.
Right.
We still don't make our own
You're
money.
young and trying to figure
Right.
out your way.
But we can do things. We can fuck you at the end of the. So that's what they liked, and they will. Yeah, that's what they after you. So you could ask any of us, any of your nephews, any of your sons, any of your cousins around 17, 18, unless he was just a lame. And I tell every boy, like, I tell every boy that I talk to, because, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I'm not the type of nigga that turns little niggas against pussy. So when I find out my little cousin, somebody fucking, I should be on some, you don't get her pregnant. That's it, you know, because it's going to happen. But I always be like, you know what I'm saying, when that happens, it's about how you deal with it.
I know stories, man.
Yeah, it's about how you deal with it.
Man,
yeah.
That have like 14-year-old sons that got babies with 27-year-old
Yes, it's out there. So it's about how you deal with it and how you handle it. And
that's why
we all got a story.
That's why I said
we all got stories. All of us.
So
it's not just the girls.
I have to prepare her for guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how it's going to be coming after you and from who.
You don't know. And that's just one level of it. That's what you don't understand. That's the hard part about having children, is having the faith that they will make their own decisions. Have that blind faith that you created something all right, and that you know what I'm saying, you got that faith that I instill that much in myself and this person that, like right now with my son, I don't see him on a regular, and it's a sensitive subject for me, but apparently, and I love it, through DNA, that I instilled enough in this boy that he's surviving. He ain't in jail. He ain't got a bitch pregnant. He ain't dead, thank God. Yeah. In school, he got focus on the hobby. You know what I'm saying? My baby, he smoke a little weed. He talk a little shit, but he ain't out here. I just seen stories out here that I'd be like, oh my God, I wish my
it's a whole lot more.
My God. So it's like my DNA in him. I be seeing the decisions he make, or I see little stuff he do, how he move, and I be thinking like that's some shit I would have did. So I be looking like, okay, that's real. How he like it's even been times like I would look at a picture of him.
Some good genes.
Yeah, like I didn't. It's because he looked just like his mama. But it's even been times that I would look at a picture of him, and we would have the same haircut. Like out of nowhere, like somebody would show me a picture of him somewhere, and he had like one time.
Now here goes my youngest son.
You see.
He'll be 25.
Okay.
And it's just to piggyback on what you said.
Yeah.
He had a girlfriend, and he just talking to me one day, and he said, "Yeah, Mama, I would never have a baby with this girl, cause I'll be out the blue. I'll be like, y'all know age is real, and don't be humping everything just cause it presents itself." And then he talked about the girl. And he's like, I never had a baby with her, Mama, because she saw me some signs of something that I don't think I really want to deal with her on.
Oh, my God. Go ahead, brother. That's a smart young man.
This is what I told him. I said, I'm so proud of you.
Because I do the same thing. Go ahead.
Because you thinking about the future and the protection of what would happen to a child if that was the mama.
Right. Now, listen.
Because I meet so many grandmothers in the grocery store that be in tears because their son had the baby with the wrong bitch, and she holding the baby hostage and won't let the father be a part of his life and want more money and stuff.
Right.
Yep, just crazy. So
right. But I do the same thing. I do it on a different level. I do the same thing is because I don't wear condoms. I'm one of those people. So, and I know AIDS is real because my goddaddy that AIDS. So with that being said, I be super careful. Like, I mean, I wear a condom, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like, if we fucking on a regular. So I got to be careful dealing with you like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially now that I'm grown. So I was in high school. It was a different story. I wasn't, you know, I never caught an STD. Wasn't afraid of the world. But you see, this shit is a reality. So I pick and choose. I don't just fuck everything because you don't know. Like, for example, I was telling my friend this shit. This guy, her friend, okay, that's her cousin, was gay, and he was fucking with a guy down the street who had a baby mama, and he was fucking with another guy down the street. So I was like, oh my God. I said, see, this is why I can't fuck everybody. She was like, why? I said, because do you know how many girls come to me because they baby daddy ain't shit and they want to give me some pussy? Do you want to like count the numbers of girls who come to me like on some, hey, you're nice, you're cool, let me give you some pussy real quick. And this is what's happening. So you telling me there's a man out here fucking this girl raw because she thinking this is her man, but he low key fucking your cousin. And she like, yeah. And I was like, and I said, oh my God, that is.
I don't know when sex became so complicated.
So I'm
Because
super
in
careful.
my day,
You got to be this shit like that's just one story out of millions. You got to be super
in
careful.
my day, a lot of girls had sex as teenagers. It was no big deal.
In my day,
But we
everybody.